Hey everyone, it's Jose32 and this is 366 days of cards, I should say. Day 8. And I somehow missed day 5, but anyways, we'll see what I do about that later on, I guess. And I'm going to be looking at a pretty interesting and kind of badass deck of cards today. The Bicycle Alchemy Deck. Top says Bicycle, bottom says Alchemy, 1977 England. No, they're not from 1977. That's just a year on them. And then you got this kind of upside down Ace of Spades pip with a skull in it. You can almost call this a carnival deck. Maybe the original carnival deck. Who knows? On this side it says Alchemy 1977 England. You got 4 pips on them and some scary dude. On the other side, same thing except you got a chick instead of the other guy, a skeleton guy. On top it says poker cards. It also says Baraza de Poker, which is Spanish for playing cards. That's kind of interesting. I haven't seen that on a deck of bicycles before. And then the bottom, just your standard barcode and trademark information. The back, again it says Alchemy 1977 England, poker cards, Zero de Cards de Poker, Baraza de Poker, poker deck, a couple of different languages, and it shows you 8 different cards in the deck. And there's a black seal, of course, and just your trademark stuff on the flap, nothing special. We open up the cards, and there's the back design. Pretty interesting, definitely a one-way back design. It says tough on one side, luck on the other. Here it says 13, and there's a skull. On the other side, there's a skull, and it says UL. Not really sure what that's about. And also at the bottom here, you might not be able to tell, but it says 2010 Alchemy Carta Limited in the corner here. That is, you can't see it, but it's kind of crappy. You can sort of see it. It's right here. That's kind of weird that they would put that on the back of a deck of cards. On the back of the cards. Because it's like trademark information. So I don't know why they put that there, but they did. And there's all sorts of artwork and scroll work. There's no borders on this deck, other than slightly thin gray borders, I guess you could say, but no white borders or anything. There's actually a heart, spade, club, diamond. There's also stars on it. And you got pretty interesting centerpiece here. Very there's a lot of art in this deck, I won't say that much. Fans are red, as you can see. And this one, for some reason, looks like there's the border is wearing out. But anyways, once you get inside the deck, you get this one card. It's kind of like an ad card. It looks like the front of the box, except that it's written in grayer colors as opposed to the purple colors on the box. And it's got the back on it. The aces in this deck, let's look at the cards. Pretty bizarre. And yes, there's lots of blood and death in these cards. The aces in this deck, they say ace on them, but they also have 1s in the indice, as you can see. There's the ace of spades. Pretty bizarre. There's a demon-like guy in the center of it. The whole pip looks like it was drawn by hand and colored by hand by a kindergartner, except for the skull part. And it says ace of spades, also Hades, which is hell basically. So that's kind of cool. The jokers look like this. You get this skeleton jester type guy on it, and it says Joker in the 2 corners. And he's got some kind of a weapon, it looks like, and also looks like a tree branch. This one is the same thing, except it's looks like it's from a distance. You can actually see more of the guy, and he's sitting down on the ground. And there is a frog in the corner. And then there's another one. This one is just an extra Joker. Basically, it says extra in the 2 corners. And the guy kind of looks like Joker from the Batman movies, except a little more death-like. And it says ha 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 all over it. but that's kind of interesting. The other aces are kind of weird too. There's Ace of Clubs. It doesn't say ace on it. It just says clubs on the bottom and 1 in the indice. And there's a big spade pip with a skull in it. A couple of skulls in it actually. The Ace of Diamonds. Kind of the same thing. There's a skull in the big pip. And it says 1 of diamonds. The diamonds are actually dripping blood, and there's blood splatter all over it. There's also these skeletons in the 3 corners, and stars all over it, and the skeleton in the pip is actually checkered. It's kind of weird. A ace or 1 of hearts. Again, you got like a skull in the heart pip, and there's some barbed wire around it, and the indices are dripping blood as well. There are a couple of cards that actually have reveals on them. One of them is the 3 of Spades, which has this razor blade in the center with that spade pip and an A on both sides. Hopefully you can see that, but it's basically, in my opinion, an Ace of Spades reveal. Even though the Ace of Spades in this deck is actually a 1 of Spades. The 4 of Spades says 666 along the top. So that's basically a 6 of Spades reveal. And there's also a spade pip here on the 6. Actually, on top of all 3 eyes, there is a spade pip. So it's 6 of Spades reveal, in my opinion. It also says Alchemy England and AC at the bottom. Or AE, sorry, for Alchemy England. This one, the 4 of Hearts, actually has an Ace of Hearts in the center of it, with a sword going through the heart pip and blood dripping from it. It says Heartbreaker, and that, as far as I'm concerned, is an Ace of Hearts reveal. The 4 of Clubs is interesting. There's a fairy type chick, and she's got a 7 on her arm tattooed, and her tail looks like a spade pip or a heart pip. As far as I'm concerned, a 7 of Spades reveal or a 7 of Hearts reveal. She also has what appears to be an Ace of Clubs or an Ace of Spades on her leg. I don't know if you can see that right here. That's kind of interesting. The 3 of Diamonds actually has a couple of kings on it. King of Hearts, King of Spades. Another reveal. And it says, to win without risk, triumph without glory. If I do it the other way. And basically all the cards are kind of weird. On this side there's a 9 of Clubs. Court cards, they have all sorts of artwork on them. I'll just try to briefly show you the cards. This one says Royal Aether Force, so it's kind of a maybe possibly where the Aether playing cards got their name from, I don't know. They all have some kind of skeletons or demon or myth type look at them. Spiders, mermaids, dragons, more dragons. This one kind of cool. A lot of them have death on them. Skulls. Razor blades. Looks like a werewolf. Is a werewolf, I guess. This one's got a skeleton and some chick. This one's got hardened barbed wire. Another dragon with a skull. A lot of interesting artwork. A lot of artwork actually in this deck. Death of something. This guy's got like a thing around his head. Crosses. Hopefully you can see all these cards somewhat. This one says Amo e Odi. I'm not really sure what that is. That's got a sword with wings on a heart pip. She's kind of weird. Anyway, that's what you get basically. And the cards themselves are all mixed up now. They are standard bicycle finish. They spread alright. Very nice actually for spreading, as you can see. And they fan nicely. The fact that they don't have white borders could lead to some chipping, and probably will lead to some chipping. But that's alright. They seem to be pretty good cards. They do have a one-way back design, which can be used for tricks, of course. Other than that, they're pretty cool. They dribble nicely, they handle nicely. I got no complaints with them. And they're very artistic. If you like art, if you like death, macabre, oops, well, I'm sort of getting the riffle. If you like anything with skulls, blood, death, macabre, anything like that, you're going to love this deck. And if you're just into collecting cards, definitely pick it up as well. That is 366 days of cards, day 8, I think it was. I'll see you next time with more reviews.